Jeremy Clarkson recently confessed that he's losing his faith in his farming abilities, and fans are curious why. If you want to know more about Clarkson and his second thoughts on farming, keep watching this video for all the interesting details revealed thus far. Let's begin. First up, Jeremy Clarkson's confidence in his farming ability decreasing. Jeremy Clarkson has confessed that he is losing faith in his farming skill despite his best efforts as he continues to expand diddly squat farming for his highly acclaimed show, Clarkson's Farm. Agriculture isn't exactly as simple as he had anticipated, he concedes in a recent column. The Grand Tour, as well as his other business interests, such as writing, take up most of his time, and he admits that he lacks the mental capacity to make sound decisions. He tells audiences that he has 99 concerns, but he's unable to solve any of them because he divides his time between those responsibilities and his other business interests. In 2008, Jeremy Clarkson purchased over 1,000 acres of land, which included Curdle Hill Farm. The farm was previously a portion of the Sardson estate in Oxfordshire. The fields were primarily arable, with crops such as barley, rapeseed, and wheat being grown in a rotation. These were cultivated on a contractual basis by a local farmer named Howard, who retired from the farm in the spring of 2018. Clarkson then made a decision to try his hand at farming the land independently. The name diddly squat was given to the farm by Clarkson as a slang term for the least amount. This was done to emphasize his farm's lack of productivity. Next, Clarkson worried about financial impact on farming. Above all of his concerns, Clarkson acknowledges the financial issue as the most pressing. The man also admits that he did not anticipate farming to be so political, stating that he had expected to be mainly chewing on pieces of grass whilst leaning on a fence. However, with the Ukraine conflict hovering over the UK market and increasing prices, Jeremy is concerned about the financial influence on agriculture as the price of nitrate fertilizer, gasoline, and other associated costs shoot up. Now, his explanation for his loss of faith in his farming capabilities. According to Clarkson, his current state is like he is connecting a plug and someone asks him for the time. He gets exhausted and loses his cool. The fact that he is never able to deactivate his brain means that it never has a blank sheet of paper inside of it. It is always filled with doodles from the last thing he was doing, phone numbers, and notes for articles he must compose later in the week. Clarkson has admitted that his current inability to concentrate on complex issues is one of the numerous reasons he is beginning to think he is incapable of turning into a better farmer. On top of that, the price of fertilizer has increased from roughly 250 pounds per ton to 3 or 4 times that as a result of rising gas prices, a direct consequence of a number of recent global events. This had led to many farmers considering applying less fertilizer on their harvest, resulting in a lower yield. What if he sells his nitrate? Afterwards, the Grand Tour host confessed that he has been considering selling the nitrate he currently owns. Jeremy Clarkson estimated that if he sold the nitrate at this time, he would earn a profit of approximately 30,000 pounds, but he wouldn't have any to put on his crops at that point. He asked himself how much of an impact this would have on the yield in this boisterous stratosphere of North Oxfordshire, even considering a scenario in which the war ended and all returned to normal. Continuing, the man expressed wondering if he should sell the farm and take his profits elsewhere. Jeremy had expected farming to consist primarily of munching on fruits of grass while leaning against a fence, but he was wrong. It also involves a bunch of geopolitics, and that's something he's just not interested in. Next, the impact of the war on pricing of goods. Clarkson has continued to express his dissatisfaction with the war's impact on the cost of goods. In his own words, now comes this horrible and dumb conflict which will cause bread, pasta, as well as vegetable oil to be more expensive than normal, frankincense and myrrh in the near future. And it's pointless to say, oh, we'll just import our food from elsewhere, because farmers in other countries are in the same situation as we are. The next season of Clarkson's Farm, which will be broadcasted on Amazon Prime Video later this year, is currently in production. In the following episodes, viewers will receive a more in-depth look at how the economic downturn has affected not only Diddly Squat Farm, but fields across the country, as Jeremy once again provides a realistic perspective of the agricultural industry. And that's all about Clarkson's Farms, Jeremy Clarkson and his second thoughts on farming. Time to move on to some other news. Now, in other news, application for Diddly Squat Farm parking lot by Jeremy Clarkson. It has been reported that Jeremy Clarkson has applied for a permit to expand the parking lot at his farm. It is proposed that the number of places at Diddly Squat Farm in Chaddington, Oxfordshire increases from 10 to 70. In addition, there are proposals for a storage site and new entry and departure points off Chipping Norton Road. Clarkson's Farm, an Amazon Prime Video documentary series on Diddly Squat Farm, features the farm and its employees. At a public hearing in January, an idea to build a new restaurant on the property was shot down outright. When asked about the recent proposal, Thames Valley Police Crime Invention Design Advisor Kevin Cox noted that while he had no objections, the application failed to take crime and disturbance into account in an effective manner. According to Mr. Cox, the proposal was lacking in details on how parking would be controlled at peak times to avoid safety hazards and disturbance, as well as demand on police resourcing, as witnessed previously. When West Oxfordshire District Council rejected Clarkson's restaurant proposal in January, he stated it was a horrible day for farming and tourism in the area. Clarkson's planning bid was also rejected, and he expressed his frustration over both that and with the local farmers. Later in January, Clarkson wrote on his Sunday Times column about his refused planning bid that, of course, the unholy mess was untangled and the judgment overturned. Next, Jeremy Clarkson's field shop reopened today. Clarkson's Diddly Squat Farm shop in the tranquil Cotswolds has irritating irritated local residents and entertained followers ever since he changed vehicles for cattle and opened the shop. In 2021, Clarkson's shop was forced to close by the local council due to a planning issue, which made for wonderful television. The Diddley Squad Farm Shop has since then reopened following a 2-month roof-fixing hiatus, during which time Clarkson traveled to the Caribbean. A lot has transpired since Clarkson's property debuted on his 1,000-acre Cotswold farm. The second season of Clarkson's Farm, which has made farmhands like Caleb Cooper famous, is poised to bring even more farmyard hijinks. When Clarkson's Cotswold farmhand informed him that he would be retiring in 2019, the man was stunned. When presented with the opportunity to operate his own farm in front of a camera crew, the 61-year-old jumped at the chance. Clarkson's Farm is currently available for streaming on Amazon Prime. Next, Clarkson's Farm finally gets some good news. The second season of Clarkson's Farm may broadcast sooner than expected, thanks to a sharp-eyed fan. The series may have a release date after all. IMDb, the online database for TV and film information, revealed new information that could cause a frenzy. The first episode of Clarkson's Farm Season 2 is expected to debut soon in June 2022. Recent breakthrough Caleb Cooper has caused a stir by sharing some thrilling news with his followers. Exciting things on their way, Jeremy Clarkson's farm manager posted on Instagram. Born in Chipping Norton, England, the young farmer accompanied his announcement with 2 wide-eyed emojis. A handful of Caleb's followers came up with amusing explanations for what he meant, and although his true meaning was unclear, fans were excited. Season 2 of Clarkson's Farm officially began filming in November, just weeks after Caleb and Mr. Clarkson received the Flying the Flag for British Agriculture Award at the British Farming Awards. The reality star posed in front of a tractor, while a videographer captured the incident on tape for an Instagram photo he shared with fans. Caleb confirmed in his caption that filming was well underway. Amazon Prime Video itself commented on the impending premiere that they're counting down the minutes until they can watch it. And even though Mr. Clarkson hasn't given us much to go on, he did reveal in a video the addition of Sansa and Arya, a pair of K9 cast members. This show is set to air on Amazon Prime, and audiences are awaiting confirmation from Clarkson's Farm. The series has been hugely popular thus far, which wasn't what Jeremy expected. Fans of the Grand Tour were expecting a mild disappointment, but everyone seems to be enjoying the new show. That's a wrap for this video. Are you waiting for Clarkson's Farm next season? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.